Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us. Today I'll be reading chapter 11 from the wonderful book 12 Pillars, written by Jim Rohn and Chris Widener. Hope you enjoy today's reading. Chapter 11. The world can always use one more great leader. Mr. Davis is very interested in leadership, and that is the 11th pillar of success. He always says, the world can always use one more great leader. That's true, I guess, but what does it have to do with me, the little guy? That is a fascinating thing, Michael. Leadership is such a misunderstood concept. Most people, when they hear the term great leader, think of people who lead nations, corporations, or social movements. Mr. Davis says that anybody can be a great leader because all leadership means is that you have mastered the art of influencing others. Sort of like the principle we talked about when we talked about all life being sales. To lead others is to help them change their thoughts, beliefs, and actions for the better. And that means what for me? It means that if you are in a position to influence others, say Amy and the kids, or people at work, or your clients, then you should desire and work on becoming a leader in life. Not only because you will make a difference, but it is also leaders that enjoy the most out of life. Leaders make a difference, rise to the highest levels, enjoy the bulk of the wealth, and have the best relationships. Leaders experience life to its fullest. Okay, but how do I become a great leader? It starts with the principles of influence. We talked about a while back, that being character and skills. So that is a start. Sales and leadership are similar. Both are rooted in influence. Beyond that, though, there are a few simple principles that Mr. Davis talks about. One thing he often says is managers help people see themselves as they are. Leaders help people see themselves better than they are. And one thing you will see is that those at the mid-level are managers, while those who rise to the top are leaders. It reflects in their pay and responsibilities. If you want to get paid more, bring more value to others by becoming a better leader. Can you explain it to me some more, Michael asked. Sure. Think about it. When you talk to Amy or one of your clients, do you talk about what it is or what could be? Leaders talk about what could be, and then they take the steps to help the people become what they could be. I see now. But one problem I have seen with the so-called leaders is that they are usually brash people who are full of themselves. I don't want to become one of those people. And rightly you shouldn't. But those people are the minority. Even though they get the most press, there are millions of great leaders who are making a difference around the world who aren't that way. Here's the key. Mr. Davis says, the challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not a bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. You see, the bad characteristics are just the good ones taken to the extreme and used for selfish reasons. That makes sense. There is another leadership principle that Mr. Davis says is important. He says, learn to help people with more than just their jobs. Help them with their lives. And great leaders are interested in people in general, not just for what they can get from them. So what does Mr. Davis say about the characteristics of leaders? What can I work on? You can start by working on everything we have talked about so far. Charlie then asked Michael if he'd hand him a screwdriver. Michael handed over a long Phillips screwdriver while he continued. Sure, I will do that, but what specifically in regard to leadership? Well, he talks about integrity, of course. The leader-follower relationship is built on trust. No one will follow you if they don't trust you. So take a close look at your life and make sure it is filled with integrity. Make sure you practice what you preach, as they say. He also talks about optimism. People want to know that where you want to take them is better than where they currently are. But what if where you are isn't good? How do you paint a better picture? You have to know where you are going. There's another thing Mr. Davis always talks about, vision. Great leaders have optimistic vision. He says a leader knows where they are, that's realism, but he also knows how to get to a better destination, that is an optimistic vision. Okay, help me to apply that. Sure. Take your marriage, for example. What would you like to be? Create a vision for what it could be, knowing what it is, and then communicate that vision and begin to work on it. It works in any situation. Create a positive vision of the future, develop a plan to get there, communicate it, and then work on the plan. Sounds easy. Oh, it's not easy, my friend. It isn't easy at all. Just as he said that, Charlie finished screwing on the faceplate that covered the mechanical housing for the gate. Certainly not as easy as fixing a gate, he said with a proud smile. He picked up a solution for cleaning his hands, used it, and then dried them off with a towel he had brought with him. As Charlie was putting the tools away, Michael remembered that Amy had asked him to stop at the grocery store and pick up spaghetti and sauce for dinner that night. Calculating the drive back and a stop at the store, he knew that he should get going. Well, Mr. Charlie, as always, you have given me much to think about. And much more to apply, Charlie said. Yes, and much more to apply. I should get going, though. Amy and I are alone tonight. Her mom is watching the kids until tomorrow, and so we are going to cook spaghetti and watch a movie together. Should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. It is good that you have some alone time with just the two of you. Listen, Charlie, I don't know when I will be able to get back out to hear the last pillar of success. I have a 6-week company sales trip all through the Southwest that I have to take, interspersed with trainings, and then I will be pretty busy when I get back, just trying to catch up. But I will make sure to get out here soon after I get back. Be sure to do so. The last one is very important and special. That's intriguing. Now I will make sure I get back out here as soon as possible. You do that. Now you want some help with the tools, getting them back to the workshop? No, you go ahead, I'll be fine. And so Charlie took the tools back to the workshop. Michael sat in his car for a moment, watching the old man slowly make his way, trudging along in that same old pair of white coveralls that he always wears. When Charlie went through the door, Michael turned the car around and went to the store. Thank you all for listening today. If you've enjoyed the readings, please share with some friends, like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Hope everybody has a wonderful and beautiful day. Thank you all so much.